Yes, sir. We live, baby.
Woo!
Digital Talk Tuesdays.
Digital Talk Tuesdays, Digital Talk Tuesdays, Digital Talk Tuesdays. Let's see who already joined in on the conversation.
Yes, sir.
This evening, who's already to join in on the conversation this evening? Digital Talk Tuesdays.
Monte, what's up?
Yours truly, Gerald Bass.
Antonio
Millhouse. What's going on, Monte? What's going on? My God, what's going on? That's the king of live stream.
Yes, sir.
What up? What up? Digital Talk Tuesdays. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to grow your brand, grow your social presence, and literally turn your business into a customer acquisition machine on the internet. What's going on? What's going on? Absolutely, absolutely. My boy Monte, man, check it in.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get this thing going in a few minutes. Of course, we're going to give some more people a chance to hop on. Of course, people can go back and watch the replay depending upon how long we decide to leave it up, if we decide to leave it up.
Right.
But I like to get as many people on live as possible, of course. So with that being said, we're going to give those a couple of minutes. But how have you all been doing on this great Tuesday? How have you all been doing? How's everybody's week been? Okay. How's everybody been doing for everybody that's chiming in? And if you're chiming in, you haven't said anything as of yet, and you're tuning in on this live stream this evening, drop a comment below. Let us know you chimed in. Let us know you're ready to hear some of this information from the Rise of the 1%, right, this evening, okay? Let us know that you're rising into the 1%, or you may already be a part of the 1%, or you may be a part of the 1% of the 1%, right? So, rough day yesterday, Marcus says. Oh man. Well, it was yesterday. So, of course, we know that's in the past. I hope all is well now with you, Marcus. I hope all is well. And let's definitely connect, Marcus, over the next 24 hours or so, my brother. I know I've been busy myself over the last couple of days. Let's definitely connect, man, on the phone over the next day. So I can see what's going on with you, man. I can see what's going on with you.
Yes, sir.
Marcus says, I'm ready to hear. Absolutely. Absolutely. So definitely welcome to everybody tonight on Digital Talk Tuesdays. We're here live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We call it Digital Talk Tuesdays. We have digital conversations. Of course, we have a company called the Rise of the 1%. We have a digital marketing and media agency where we assist different business owners with growing their social presence. And not only that, generating more qualified leads, getting more customers and clients online through automated processes that we set up. And then we also do coaching for many business owners as a consultant as well with the Rise of the 1%. So with that being said, tonight is myself, Gerald Bass, the creator and founder of the Rise of the 1%, signing on alongside me, my brother, Antonio Millhouse, who's social media director, Instagram growth specialist with the Rise of 1%. Right. And tonight we're going to talk about how to build your brand, grow your social presence, and turn your business into a customer acquisition machine online. And definitely welcome to everybody that's hopping on. As you're hopping on, feel free to drop a comment below. Let us know you chiming in. Let us know where you chiming in from. And let us know you looking to rise into that 1%. Or you may already be a part, like I say, of that 1%. Drop that below. But with that said, let's go on and dive in. So I'm actually going to start off with talking about some ways in terms of building your brand on Facebook. And then we're going to transition over to Antonio to talk a little bit about Instagram. So the first thing I want to share with you all is some of you all that have been marketing online for a minute now, you may already have these things in place, or you may can tighten up on some of these things that I go over, or some of you all that have been online attempting to build a brand and grow your social presence and get customers or clients online for your particular business. This may be brand new to you. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you, if you really want to grow a big brand on, let's say, Facebook first, in terms of a business, okay? Because we know we have the personal page, right? We're on my personal page right now. Typically on your personal page, you got family, you got friends, you got associates sometimes. And sometimes you got people in reference to business as well who may be potential customers and clients. But one thing I definitely recommend you do is definitely create a Facebook business page. Okay, Facebook business page is definitely the first thing you want to do because you want to start to grow up an audience on that Facebook business page of people that would have an interest in your particular products and services. So with that Facebook business page, you want to make sure you have a professional profile photo. That's the first thing. You don't want to have your dog up there, your cat up there, your kids up there, right? You want to have a professional picture. If you're the brand, a professional picture of yourself, or if you're branding a company, then you can utilize a company logo. Okay, background cover photo on your Facebook business page. I mean, I've seen so many things on people's background cover photos. But what I want to share with you is this is the formula we've used for many of our clients and I've coached many of our students on is on your background cover photo for your business page, it should have who you're serving and how you're serving them. Okay, who you're serving and how you're serving them. A USP, a unique selling proposition.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what you want to have. Or we call it as well a WIFM statement, right? What is the station most people are tuned into on the internet when they land on a business page?
Absolutely.
They're tuned into WIIFM, right? What's in it for me? That's all people give a care about, right? So on your background cover photo on your Facebook business page, and this is literally marketing 101 online right now, right? But a lot of people don't even be having this type, and that's why I'm going over it. Your cover photo should have who you're serving, how you're serving them, all right? And then you may have your logo up there, right, with some beautiful scenery in the background, or it may even be a picture of yourself with a beautiful scenery in the background, okay? That's what you want to have on the Facebook business page. The next thing you want to have is make sure you have some very valuable content on your Facebook business page, right? You want at least a minimum of 10 posts on your Facebook business page before you do any heavy advertising, right? Valuable posts, okay? Whether it's you sharing the post or you even repurposing someone else's content and sharing their content on your page, okay? That's what you have to have before you get into any major advertisement on your Facebook business page in terms of branding. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to share. I mean, that's simple marketing 101, right? But you would be amazed how many business owners, entrepreneurs, I look at their Facebook business page before we run any ads, and they don't even have any of this set up right, okay? So that's the first thing, all right? And another thing is what I want to share is in your About Me section or About the Company section on your Facebook business page as well, you want to have as well who you're serving and how you're serving them, all right? That needs to be there as well. And then we'll get into talking a little bit about websites and all that in a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition to Antonio to talk a little bit about how you want to properly set up on Instagram to dominate over there. So go ahead, my guy.
Absolutely. So when it comes to Instagram, before I even get started, let's see what people are talking about in this comment section. What's up, Kevin? What's up?
What's going on, Kevin? Welcome.
J-Boy.
All right, yeah. As you all are coming on, like I say, drop a comment below. Let us know you chimed in. Let us know you tuned in for Digital Talk Tuesdays with us.
Absolutely. What's up, Charlotte? All right, so look, when it comes to Instagram, all right, I'm going to just speak on from a personal standpoint and for a business or a brand, all right? So if you are building your Instagram page around your personal brand, okay, of course, you want to have a nice headshot, great quality photo of yourself. Like Gerald said before, you don't want to have your cat, your dog, your birds, none of them as your bio because that's not who you are. You're not your pets, right?
Exactly.
So you want to make sure you use a good headshot of yourself. Now, if you're building a business or a brand, of course, use your logo. Make sure that your logo stands out so that when people do come by your page, it catches their attention. Not only that, but you also want to make sure that your bio is intact, right? You got to make sure your bio is optimized, okay? And what I mean by optimized is you want to let people know who you are, what you do, how can you service them, and then you want to have a call to action, you know, giving them a link to your funnel or your capture page, which we'll get more into that, right? So you want to make sure that you have in your bio who you are, who you're serving, how you are serving them, and of course a call to action to direct them over to a landing page. But one thing I will also say too is on Instagram, you know, of course, when you go to the edit profile section and they ask you what's your name, now I'm gonna tell you what most people mess up at. They would normally put their first and last name, right? So what I recommend is, because that thing is with the search in your name, It's more like an SEO feature, right? So just think about 3 things that represent your company, your brand, or your business. You want to use those particular keywords. So let's just say, for an example, you may be in the fitness space, right? So you may have 3 keywords. It may be health, fitness, nutrition, or it may be lifestyle, fitness, and health, all right? So what happens is people can search any one of those words, and what happens is if your page ranks, people can find you just by using one of those or 2 of those keywords, and that's another way to be found easily to attract who you're looking to attract as well. So that's another part of growing your following as well, but we'll get more into that as well. So that's pretty much for the personal and the business and brand page when setting up everything going on Instagram.
Awesome stuff. And at any time, if you all are getting any value from anything we are sharing, which is, I don't see how you didn't get any value out of that, right? Sheesh! Right? Sheesh. I'm telling you, like, anytime you're getting any value, like, feel free to hit the like, love button.
Right.
Also, drop some comments below. Let us know you're looking to get into the 1%. You're looking to dominate. You're receiving value. You're ready to go apply this information that we're sharing. And also, feel free to share this live stream around with anyone else you feel could benefit from the information. All right? That was great. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
Hello, everyone.
What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, my guy? Absolutely. All right, so now that we talked a little bit about branding, okay, the proper way to position your brand on Facebook and Instagram, and now we're going to talk about growing your social presence. All right, so with Facebook, when it comes to growing your social presence, specifically on your Facebook business page, or I can even give you some gems on your personal page too, being I've been over 5,000 friends for years now. But what I will say is, on the Facebook business page, I start off there first. So with your Facebook business page, in terms of growing your social presence, one thing you can do, right, this is something that I actually did when I first got my Facebook business page going, because here's the thing here, right, what I do want to share with you all as well. On side of you building your Facebook business page, it's good to grow your personal page too with your ideal customers and clients, right, which is a lot of people don't really realize that, but that's how you really crush it on this platform. Okay, so, you know, hanging out in Facebook groups where your particular target audience is, all right, building relationships with people in those Facebook groups and friending them, right? These are people that are within your target market, and getting them to come over and follow you on your Facebook personal page. Okay, that's one of the things you want to do, because this first strategy that I'm going to share with you, it requires you to have a large part of your market on your personal page. So here's the thing here. You can actually download this app on Google, the Invite Friends All app, right? Invite Friends All app. You can download it off of Google. It's an app. And you can literally start to invite a great amount of your friends on your personal page every single day, okay, within a click of a button, to come over and like your Facebook business page. Now you may say, well, everybody on my Facebook business page, personal page, is not my ideal customers and clients. Well, that's why I say you have to grow your network on your personal page with your ideal customers and clients. That's why you want to be in those Facebook communities where your market is hanging out, constantly building a relationship and rapport and building your list. That way, when you use the app, you are getting people that are within your market to come over and like your page. That's a free way to get free people to come and like your page. Okay, so that's the first thing in terms of your Facebook business page. The other way to grow your Facebook business page is through likes campaigns. Okay, so that's the paid way, right? And we've done this for many of our clients. I have some of our clients, I know Marcus was on here. I mean, we grew even Marcus's account to well over 7,000 targeted followers over the last 8 or 9 months on his Facebook business page, right? Over 7,000 targeted. Okay, these are not like random people liking his page. These are people that have an interest in travel. These are people who have an interest in potentially even becoming a travel agent that have liked his page, right? So with that being said, that is something that I recommend you do as well. You can set up Facebook like campaigns, target specific audiences that you would like to potentially market your products and services to, and get them to come and like your page. You can literally get likes, being that you have something that people really have a huge interest in, and you have some compelling ads. You can literally be getting likes for 2 to 3 cents a like. right, on your page, right? So that's a way to grow your page on Facebook. Now I'm gonna turn it over to Antonio to share some ways to grow on Instagram. Okay, like I said, once again, if you're getting value at any time of us on this live stream, and I know once again I just dropped some bombs because boom, right, sheesh, right. I know I just once again dropped some bombs because how many of you all right now are implementing the strategies if you're a business owner that I just shared, okay? And if you're not implementing them, I should be seeing some likes right now. I should be seeing some highs, me and Antonio saying,
Right.
sheesh, right? I should be seeing some loves, some shares. Let's get this thing cracking, right? Let's get this thing cracking. I'm all ready. Now I would be Mr. Nationwide. Absolutely, yes.
All
Kevin,
right.
that's why you working with us,
That's
right?
right.
They go that lounge. They go that lounge.
Right.
Gotta have some fun, right? Gotta have some fun. Okay.
Real talk.
So that's the first way. Now I'm gonna pass it to Antonio to talk about some growth strategies in terms of Instagram.
All right, so listen, I hope y'all ready for this, right? Because most people just don't understand that there are so many organic free ways to really grow your following. So I'm going to share with you two, right? I'm going to share with you all two tonight, right? So the first way to really grow your audience is by creating your own DM engagement groups with other accounts that's in the same niche or industry as you, right? And how you go about with creating your own group, you find other pages, and how you're able to find those other pages is by leveraging the hashtag search tool, right? So let's think about what industry you may be in, right? We in digital marketing, right? Advertisement, whatever the case may be. So I would use a hashtag like digital marketing or whatnot. And what I would do is go to the most recent tab and find individuals who use that hashtag. If I see a piece of content that I like that may catches my attention, what I like to do is just check out the person's profile, see what they're about, see what they have going on, right? And if this is a good fit, or if this person qualify, or somebody that I may want to potentially connect with and add them into the group, what I would do is like 3 to 5 of their photos, leave a meaningful comment on one of their top recent posts, right? And then I would shoot them a DM and just introduce myself. Hey, so-and-so, Antonio here. You have a nice page. I see you doing some phenomenal things. I love what you're sharing. Perhaps I'm launching a DM group for entrepreneurs in the digital marketing space. Quick question. Would you like to join for free? Simple as that. They say yes or no. Cool. So they say yes. What I do is I add them to that group. So now I'm adding other pages that's in the same industry as I am. And what happens is we all can follow each other and engage with each other, comment on each other's content, and that's how you're able to grow your following on an organic standpoint.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's the first way,
Right.
right? Now, the second way, right, is simply by reaching out to other pages the same way you would do like with the engagement group strategy, but instead of inviting them over to join the engagement group, you can just simply find a hashtag that's related to where your target audience may be at, what they be using, or whatever the case may be. Like 3 to 5 of their photos, leave a meaningful comment. And if I was to leave a meaningful comment, I would say something like, hey, so-and-so, and I like to mention the person's name or their page so they get notified. So this is another thing. You want to mention the person's name. So, hey, their page name, nice page you have here. I love what you're sharing. I admire your hustle. Keep up the great work. Anyways, I gave you a follow. Talk to you soon. So what happened is, when you're leaving a genuine comment and you let that person know that you gave them a follow, now make sure you follow the person. You know, when you say you gave them a follow, right? You want to have integrity. So what happens is, when you say I gave you a follow and then you actually follow them, they're going to read that comment and they're going to be like, wow. They're going to go over your page, check out what you're doing. Trust me, I've done this time after time, right? And I have shared this with many of my students and our clients, and they've gotten results, right? So what happens is they're going to go to your page, see what you're about. Next thing you know, they're going to reply back to what you left. Then they're going to also follow you. So now you're constantly growing your audience. And I say do this about to 50 accounts per hour, right? If you really want to see mass momentum, right? 50 accounts per hour, because Instagram has a limit, so you don't want to go above them limits to get blocked or get your page banned. But yeah, that's pretty much how you go about it with the organic standpoint on Instagram.
Absolutely. There we go. And we're actually hosting a masterclass this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Myself and Antonio.
Yes, sir.
The link is actually up in the post. All right, and we're going to be sharing more in detail. We're going to be taking you behind the scenes. You're going to be able to see all this stuff because I know right now we're speaking. Right. I know a lot of people are visual learners. We're going to take you behind the scenes and show you how to do all this. Okay, this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we're sharing how to grow your social presence, right, and how to generate 15 to 30 qualified leads a day that convert over to paying customers and clients, even if you have little to any experience. Okay, the link is up in the description. gbazwebinars.com is the link. You can register at any time during this live stream, okay? Or you can wait to the end and register in. And feel free to share it around with anyone else you feel could benefit as well, okay? So now we're going to talk about customer acquisition. We talked about branding. We talked about growing your social presence, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking specifically Facebook and Instagram tonight, okay? Right. So now we're going to talk about customer acquisition. That's the biggest thing because a lot of people talk about growing followers on Instagram specifically, right? But nobody talks about the monetization aspect. That's what separates myself, Antonio, the entire Rise of the 1% team from everyone else out here. So with that being said, we're going to talk about customer acquisition. When it comes to customer acquisition on the internet, okay? Yes, you can have what we call your conventional website, right? You can have your site with your home section, about me, about the company, right? You can have your blog. You can have your product and service section. You can have your testimonials and reviews. You can have your contact section, right? You can have all that. But here's the thing. When it comes to, if you really want to beef up massive traffic, generate tons of leads and customers online, okay, I don't recommend when it comes to advertising you sending a lot of your traffic over to that particular site. Okay, I'm just letting you know that because a lot of times when you send your traffic over to that site with all this stuff on there, all this stuff going on, a lot of times people got their social media icons on there, so a person clicking that, they ended up over on Facebook, they're going off the site, right? So the thing is you got all this stuff on the site, okay, and it overwhelms people where they don't take action, right? And what do confused people do? They don't do nothing, right? So with that being said, what you want to have is a page online that focuses specifically on lead generation, okay? And I know a lot of times I see people online with their conventional websites and they have a pop-up, sign up for our free newsletter. And I'm like, what the heck is that supposed to mean, right? What type of value is that? Just sign, it's a weak offer, right? It's a weak offer. And so you want to create an opt-in page with some type of compelling offer. We call it a lead magnet. Okay, something valuable that you can offer to your particular market in exchange for capturing that information on the internet, whether that's a value video, an ebook, a free report, an article, whether that's a cheat sheet, right, a survey, okay, a free plus shipping offer, a discount on a product or service. You have to come up with some type of compelling offer around that and position it on an opt-in page, and now you can collect people's names and emails or even phone numbers depending on the type of business that you have and what's your main objective for your advertising on the internet. You can collect that through that page, okay? Wow. On top of that, building an email list at the same time, okay? Because yes, being that you have great ads online, being that you have great value in your funnel, what have you, yes, you can have a lot of people purchase on the first exposure. It's possible. Right, but then you will have those too that don't purchase on the first time of taking a look at what you have to offer. So that's why you want to build that email list so you can have that email marketing follow-up, right, in place. That is key on the internet. You literally can print money on demand when you have an email list on the internet. Like, people don't realize how powerful that is. Right. I mean, we focus on a lot of list building with the Rise of 1% in our clients. We have clients that we have their email list in the thousands now, right, because we've put these different strategies in place, and we literally can send out an email and literally bring in customers or clients for that business with a push of a button, right? Because they grew this massive email list that they're constantly providing value to, and they build know, like, and trust amongst that audience. That audience trusts them now with things that they put in front of them. So all we have to do is send out an email of offering them something of value to them, and they're buying on the spot. Okay, that's literally what email marketing is designed to do. Not only that, okay, email marketing is very powerful because it's a huge asset that you own on the internet. If your name is not Zuckerberg, we don't own Facebook, right? Don't own Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok, right? You don't own any of these platforms, right? We don't, right? So with that being said, that's why you want to be growing your own platform, which is your email list. Okay, the money's in the list. So that's the first thing that needs to be in place for customer acquisition. Now, the thing I would share in terms of organic strategies very quickly with Facebook is, let me tell you this. I preach this to all our students in the Rise of the 1% Academy, to people I've coached over the years, to all of our clients. Value, content, right? Content is king. Write that down. You know how they say cash is king or credit is king? Yeah, those are too. But content is king when it comes to the internet.
Absolutely.
Right? The person that provides the most value to that particular market on the internet, okay, they are the ones that create the most authority, the most credibility, the most know, like, and trust amongst their particular market, and they are the ones that generate the leads and get the customers. So you can be creating content, right? You can be creating 2 to 3 minute videos, giving your particular audience tips and advice on credit or travel or whatever type of business you're in, health insurance, life insurance, whatever type of business you're in, sharing your knowledge in 2 to 3 minute videos. When I came on the internet back in 2014, when I hired my first coach, that's how I created mass momentum, is I was putting out 3 to 5 videos a week on Facebook. You could go back in my history. You will see, right? Tonio will tell you, and Tonio is one that I shared that same strategy with. He did the same thing. So it's like, I'm letting you all know, like, that's what you have to do. You have to go heavy on content, right? You have to go heavy on content. Another thing, doing these right here, live streams, right?
Yep, live streams.
Live streams. A lot of people are afraid to get in front of the camera, but they don't know that, for one, you are being a disservice to your market if you're not getting in front of the camera consistently, teaching them things. You're being a disservice to your market because you can be helping somebody. You can be impacting somebody. You can share a message that can help somebody, right? Your story might can impact somebody, right? Your information, your value around your product and service that you're offering, okay, your knowledge around it that you can be sharing with other people, and you're not sharing your message, okay, you've been a disservice to your market if you're afraid to get in front of the camera. Okay, so live streams are huge when it comes to value as well. All right? Another way as well is kind of old school, but it's still effective today. Of course, you have to get some education and knowledge around it, is blogging. Okay, blogging. That's something I did very heavy in my internet marketing journey in the beginning stages. Is I went hard on blogging, which is I plan on starting back up very soon. I went hard on doing blog posts, right? Because that's a way, and this is not specifically Facebook and Instagram, but it is a way that you can gain authority with Google. It's called search engine optimization, and you can have your blogs rank on Google, okay, around specific keywords that your particular blog may be around. And what happens is people now can find your blog and end up on your opt-in page of your funnel on Google, right? Not only that, you can share that same blog post on Facebook, right? You can put the link up in your bio up in Instagram, right? And put out a piece of content and direct people to click the link in the bio, right? If it's something, something relevant to what the blog post is about. So with that being said, okay, that is a way in terms of content to get traffic and generate customers through your lead generation system or your marketing funnel, all right? So these are some ways.
That's powerful.
These are definitely some ways, okay? And then with your content as well that you put out on Facebook, here's the thing where a lot of people mess up. People focus too much on selling and not providing value, okay? 90% of your content, 90% of your posts, outside of showing lifestyle and showing a little bit of personality on social media, should be value. 10% selling and making offers. So even if you go in a lot of Facebook groups, you'll notice here online with business owners in it, everybody's spamming the group and yelling at each other, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Like it looked like a classified ad in the Facebook group, right? You're like, is this a community or is this a shouting fest, right? Like, is this a sales fest? Like, what is this, right? So with that being said, what you do is you go into your groups where your market is at and you provide value, right? You educate. You bring something to the group versus trying to come in and just take. That's what positions you as an authority as well, and that's when people start to follow you, and it just goes on and on and on from there. That's when they're going to click on your link on your social media page and end up going through your funnel and becoming a lead and potentially a customer, right? So with that said, that's, first of all, the first way in terms of organic. The last way, and I'm going to let Tonio close out with Instagram, is paid ads, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, and then I'll let Antonio talk about any strategies you want to share with Instagram as well. So paid ads is for those that massively want to scale their business online. This is for people that are already making money online. Right? You're already making money. You already have an offer that's already selling. You have to have an offer that's already selling. Don't just hop into Facebook and Instagram ads and you don't have an offer that's already converting organically. Right. It needs to be converting organically first. Right? And then if it's converting organically, yes, you can set up Facebook and Instagram ads. You just have to understand Facebook and Instagram ads. You got to know your objective. Right? What are you looking to get out of these campaigns? Leads, conversions, website traffic, brand awareness, right? Looking to build your audience up. What are you looking to do? Then you have to understand targeting. Who is the market that you're specifically looking to get your ads in front of? From demographics to psychographics, right? And then, of course, you need to understand the creative process in terms of creating the ads. You need to understand how to persuasively write ads. You need to understand how to come up with creatives in terms of images to videos. Videos are converting a lot higher. You have to understand as well testing many headlines and variations of the ads. And you just run them. And understand that paid ads is a science. It's not the stock market. Okay? That's point blank period. It's a science to it. It's all driven off data. Okay? So if you focus on understanding the numbers, which is I can't go into all that on this live stream, that will be on here all night. Like, you just need to register for our masterclass Thursday where we go a lot more detail and we're going to take you behind the scenes of all this stuff. And we'll have a lot more time, okay, on that masterclass. So the link is up in the post, okay? So, Antonio, I'll let you share any strategies in terms of getting customers on Instagram. And then, you know, we'll pretty much answer any questions anybody has and we're ready to wrap up.
Absolutely. So, go ahead.
Yeah, so.
Said some stuff. Surely funny.
Blogging. Okay. Great stuff, great stuff. Thank you for sharing that. Yep. Absolutely. So I see some of y'all say you want to get into blogging. Charlotte and some of y'all talk about blogging. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely.
These are stuff we can cover in the future.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So go ahead.
So yeah, another way to leverage Instagram to attract clients and stuff and monetize it is, of course, leveraging Instagram stories. Okay. Stories is, like I always tell people to this day, it's one of the most unutilized tools that most people do not leverage. All right. And so with Instagram stories, you have so many options to be able to get your audience to engage. Of course, you have Instagram poll features. You have Instagram question feature where people can ask you questions, or you may have a question where you may possess or ask you anything about marketing or whatever the case may be. And what happens is when people are asking certain questions, you can go and reply, whether you want to text or do a video. But I'd recommend replying to that person's question, doing a video and giving more value, right? And once you can really give that person more value, all right, by their question and responding to their question, and then now you can just reach out and connect with that person and see how can you service them, how can you all set up some time aside to get on the call, find out a little bit more, you know, and what you can do to take them to plan A to point B. And then from there, you know, just build that rapport with that person and just see if they're open, you know, to get on the call and really put some things together. With Instagram story polls, right? Of course, you can ask questions, right? How many people are looking for extra income in 2020, right? Me, or not really, right? So people can vote on these polls, and people that saying me, you can go ahead and look at everyone who voted me on that particular poll, and you can reach out to that person, shoot them a DM, connect with them, right? And see how can you service them. So that's pretty much two ways that you can go about it by leveraging stories on Instagram.
There it is. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Sheesh!
Sheesh, sheesh!
Absolutely. So with that being said, hope y'all got some value. If you did, hit like, love, right? Drop some ones below if you're looking to get into the 1%, or if you're already a part of the 1%, or you're a part of the 1% of the 1%, being you're a millionaire on here, which is I have friends on here that are millionaires. So at the end of the day, drop the ones below, right? Drop the ones below if you all got something out of this. Like I say, like, love, share this with anybody you feel could benefit. All right. And do you all have any specific questions for us? Any questions before we close out? We got to get ready to hop on our Rise of the 1% Academy coaching call tonight. If you all have any questions, go ahead and drop them below. We'll answer them. But we do have a link up in the post, okay? We have a masterclass. Me and Antonio Millhouse, we're going very deep on this subject, okay? Behind the scenes, you'll be able to see everything. We're taking you behind the scenes of accounts that we've grown on Facebook and Instagram, right? We're showing you some of the strategies we've utilized to do that. Not only that, we take you behind the scenes as well of things you should be posting on Instagram as well. Tonio's going to be sharing and stuff and how to grow your following and stuff like that and get customers. We take you behind the scenes of some of our sales funnels that are converted like crazy for our business and even our clients' businesses online, and some of the ad campaigns. We're showing you everything, okay? So, you know, you really want to hop on this masterclass. And this masterclass is really only for business owners that has something that is already of value to their particular market, is already solving a big problem, is already bringing in sales. Okay, we're not, no offense to startups, but this particular masterclass is for those that already have some things going on, right? You're a business owner, you already have some things going on. You already have a valuable product or service that already is solving problems within the market. Okay, you're already getting customers, you're already getting clients, but you're looking to scale. Okay, to that next level, and I'm talking about scaling to 6 figures and above, over $100,000 a year and above. Okay, if that's what you're looking to do, this masterclass is for you. Okay, you need to click the link up in the post, gbazwebinars.com, and put your name and email and register before it maxes out before Thursday. All right. Do we have any questions? I see the ones. I see the ones.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. All right, cool. I see the ones. I see the ones. I see the ones. I will be on Thursday. I hear you, Kevin. There it is, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Awesome
Look forward to seeing you on.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Absolutely. So, all right, cool, y'all. Cool. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is another Digital Talk Tuesdays. Feel free to spread the word. We're here every Tuesday to bring the goods. And I see the ones. Absolutely, y'all. There it is. 1% Nation, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
So with that said, thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all definitely have a great rest of your night and week on purpose. We'll see you all next time. Have a great one.
Good night.
Good night.